Hello, welcome back to GMT with me, Tim Wilcox. Now, the carnage of yesterday's suicide bomb attack in Kabul has been described as a crime against humanity by the Afghan President Ashraf Ghani. The UN Secretary-General has also condemned the bombing, which killed 90 and injured more than 400 others. A BBC driver, Mohammed Nazir, is among the dead. Well, no group has yet claimed responsibility. With me is Afghanistan's ambassador to Britain, Said Jawad. The most awful event, one of the worst in recent years. Is the number of dead expected to rise above 90?
90 bodies were collected from the scene, and some of the injuries were also substantial, so most probably the number of the dead will increase.
Do you accept the Taliban denial that they weren't behind this?
Taliban have used different brands actually in the past, and sometimes when the attacks were too brutal, they shied away from taking responsibility.
So when you say that, could it be an affiliate of the Taliban, or something like the Haqqani network? And why would you think they would have done that?
There is a full investigation underway to determine who did it and how it was carried out. But the initial statement by our National Intelligence Agency, based on human intelligence and also signal intercept, indicate that the Haqqani group was behind that.
And the significance of that would be that the Haqqani group is still supported by elements within the Pakistani military?
Yes, and this is an established fact by Afghan government, by our NATO allies and others. They have indicated that Haqqani is really a tool of Pakistani intelligence agency.
With the horror of yesterday and the spike, the surge in recent attacks as well, doesn't this show that security in the capital of your country is still in a parlous state, and your forces can't guarantee security for the people of Afghanistan?
They are fighting very bravely and very effectively to secure Kabul in Afghanistan. But please keep in mind that a year ago, there was 150,000 international troops in the country. Now we are fighting by ourselves mostly. And for every attack that takes place, we are preventing or intercepting a dozen similar type of vehicle-borne explosive or preventing.
But that is my point, Ambassador. Do another 5,000 US troops is being discussed at the moment in the United States, will they make any difference at all to the 8,500 US troops that are already there?
Yes, because they provide some of the enablers that we don't have yet in terms of intelligence capabilities, in terms of air transport. So we do need the additional troops to train and assist us. The fight is done by us, by Afghans, but the additional capabilities are required.
Do you think that Afghanistan will ever be self-sufficient in terms of its own security?
Yes, we are working through that target. And as I mentioned, in the past 2 years, we are taking full responsibility of the security of Afghanistan.
Ambassador, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on GMT.